Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Sports Talk with your host, Carson, and I got my co-host, Reese Robinson here. Today we got another special episode. You know, we keep coming, with the bangers week after week. We got a special guest today. I want everybody to give, a big round of applause to Jameer Davis. So what makes today's episode, really important to me personally, and also, the show here is we've been trying to get Jameer on for a while. He's a standout basketball player at CCPA.
Yeah.
I checked out his stats line. We averaged 24.8 a game, basically 25 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
On his name, man. 25.
That's remarkable, especially considering in high school there's not too many players in this area that average that many points. Actually, you led Southwest Ohio in scoring.
Yeah.
At 25 points a game. I looked at his game. I watched the film. He's silky smooth, got a nice jump shot, can drive, handle. He really can do it all. Mm-hmm. And he a playmaker, low key, for real. He's just not a scorer. So his future is really, really bright. And one of the things that's very important, on this show is I always want to bring standout talent and give them their flowers and give them a platform to be able to just kick back and, kind of get to know them a little bit more. So I'm definitely appreciative of you coming on and spending some time with us here today. And we definitely going to kick it. For sure. You got something to say, Reese?
Nah, I'm just happy to get into it, man. Like, you've been balling on them, and I just want to pick your brain a little bit,
Yeah, for sure. So the this episode's obviously big shout out to Network Cincinnati. You go download us on Roku TV. You basically just go to search, type in NetCincy app.
NetCincy.app.
Yeah, and then it'll pop up just like if you went to go search for Netflix. You'll see the big microphone, Network in Cincinnati. So yeah, make sure y'all go download the app. We got so many different shows that's going to be on there. Of course, we got the Sports Talk. We got Behind Success. We got the No Lies podcast. We got Maps, hosted by Cincinnati's Flea. We got OG Played It, Comedy Hour. We got so many different shows, colorful conversations. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. This episode is also brought to you by Gumbo Medical. So big shout out to them, everything that they doing over there. But yeah, we definitely gonna get into a lot. First and foremost, Jameer, how can we find you on social media? Go ahead and shout out your your social media tags.
Instagram, it's my name, Jameer, Jaymear, 3 R's though. Yeah.
Just Jameer?
Yeah.
Okay. Jameer, 3 R's?
Yeah.
Okay. Is you on Facebook by chance or just Instagram?
Yeah, just Instagram.
Okay.
No, son.
So go definitely follow Jameer and kind of get on board with his journey and everything. He just finished your senior year.
Yeah.
So congrats on that. Not only are you a standout performer on the court, but you also graduated high school, and your future looks so bright, man. The sky's the limit for you.
Yeah.
You really can take it wherever you want to go. So let's talk a little bit about the season. Overall, what's your what's the biggest change that occurred this year where it clicked compared to your junior year, sophomore year, freshman year? Obviously, this was your best season. So what kind of changed for you this year coming into the season?
I feel like I was working harder this year. Like before the season started, I was working harder than my junior year, sophomore year, things like that. Because before, I wasn't really in the gym like that. I wasn't really working hard, nothing like that. I was playing around. So I feel like this year I was taking things more serious because it's my last year. So I want to ball out.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing you can't overlook is that work ethic and being in the gym and getting your game down. And I was really big on like following Kobe Bryant and his work ethic and how he used to practice and everything, and that's why he was so good.
Yeah.
Because what you put in those hours in the gym, the game is the easy part. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that you can tell. You definitely could tell. This year, I mean, he was pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah. I was getting face guard and everything.
He was unstoppable. I was looking at some of them highlights, man. Some of them teams and them players, man, they couldn't stop you, man.
Yeah.
like it was crazy for real. Like, I ain't, I could just tell, like, okay, it's too easy for him. Some of these teams he's going against.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy. That's really crazy. What was your what would you think your best game this year was?
Probably senior night.
Senior night.
I had 39.
39. Can you get some props for that?
40 piece.
Yeah, 39 points a game, and high school is definitely that's crazy.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's it.
That's crazy. What would you say the best part of your what's your biggest strength in your game?
I'm sure.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, shooting. Yeah.
Easily. Yeah, I see sure.
You definitely in today's game, I mean, without a question, you got to be able to shoot. You can't shoot as a guard. I mean, the game has changed so much within the last, really since Steph Curry got in.
Yeah.
Before, basketball used to be you throw it in to a big man, and then he get a double team, you kick it out. Yep. But now the game is so wide open, and the flow of the game is so much faster. You definitely got to be able to shoot, and that's something that you can do.
Yeah.
You got a nice looking jump shot.
And he can shoot out the dribble too.
Yeah, off the dribble. He got range, mid-range, and he can go to the cup. Yep. So, I mean, you got a complete game, and you very quick. So,
and he only gonna get better. Like, he's still young. Like,
you only gonna get better for sure. Like,
it's crazy.
He got a really good game. I'm trying to compare him to. Who would you compare him to? Like,
man, I just seen.
I think SGA.
I was about to say that step back I seen on that highlight. definitely was thinking about Shea.
Who's somebody compare you to?
I don't really get comparison, but I don't really know. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about. I don't really know.
Is there a player like that kind of resonate with you when you watch him? Like, okay, I like his game. Like,
yeah, I watch SCJ a lot, so I don't know. I don't think I'm compared to him, but I be watching him a lot, so I try to take a little bit of what he be doing and stuff.
Who your favorite player?
Right now?
Yeah.
LeBron. Actually, not right now. SGA, but all time LeBron. All time LeBron.
Who right now?
SGA, but all time LeBron.
Okay. Yeah.
It shows.
LeBron been balling. For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let me see where we at, because what we'll do real fast, we'll go pay some bills, and then when we come back, we're gonna kind of get into more of his season and what's next for him, and just kind of dive into a little bit more with Jameer, and then after that we'll get into like overall sports and kind of get his opinion and talk sports with him as well. So we'll be right back. We'll pay some bills, and then we'll carry on and keep the show moving. Be right back in a minute.
Right back.
Ways on. Now, you know how to rock it. Hey, it's Danny. Hey, motherfucking fresh.
And of course, Cincinnati's Flea.
Yeah. Cincinnati's #1 motherfucking barber.
And Cincinnati's #1 motherfucking rapper.
Man, say that shit. Don't talk about, hey, shout out Network Cincinnati.
Shout out Network Cincinnati. Network in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Network Cincinnati, a reality TV show coming soon.
Thank you. And also, the Network in Cincinnati podcast is out right now. You can check it out. It's called Maps, Music, Artists, Producers with me and Magnif. Be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, right now, what we're doing, our main goal is to be a part of this movement to, bring the city together. I'm talking about entrepreneurs, entertainers,
business owners.
Business owners.
Anything you got going on.
Yeah. It's
Get
all
that Denny
love.
Fresh, the man.
Hey. So they say, what I'm talking about? But it's always my pleasure, to get you together.
Thank you.
Back to Sports Talk with Carson and Reese Robinson here. once again, we got our special guest, Jameer Davis, guard for CCPA. This past season had a really, really good season. He averaged 25 points a game. So it's definitely an honor to have you on here. So let's kind of get into a little bit more, about you personally. What inspired you to, play basketball, like, to begin with? Is that something you always had a love for, or is that something that's just like over the past couple of years you took it serious? Like, where your love of basketball come from?
No, I always been playing basketball since little weeks. I always go to Lord's Gym, hoop every day, so I really always love basketball. So
How old was you?
I was like 5, 6.
5
yeah.
years.
Yeah, so you've been hooping for a minute.
Yeah, whole life.
Yeah, absolutely. So did you have like a growth spurt, or you always been like your
Growth
height?
spurt?
Like,
I had like growth spurt. I wanted, like, ninth grade. I wanted short, but I was like, short. I was probably like 5'9", 5'8".
okay.
But then I think my junior year, that's when they really started growing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did that you think that helped your game, like when you got a little taller?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but one thing about when you are, before you get that spurt and you are kind of littler than everybody,
Yeah.
it really helps with your jumper as far as like getting it off on taller defenders and things like that.
Yeah.
You get a better arc on your shot, knowing that you got to be able to get it over. So that's actually good to start as young as you were, and then when you do get the growth spurt, just make it that much easier to transition to your game.
Yeah.
So tell me about like your college decision. Any idea like where we gonna hoop next year, or
Nah, I'm still looking. I don't know. I'm about to go prep because I don't really got no film right now because our games weren't really being recorded like that. So I'm about to take some film from last year and like a couple games from this year and put it together and see where it go.
Yeah. Maybe we can put together a package for you.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we'll have Jay Reed probably do, put together a package and start sending it out.
Yeah.
Because honestly, this he's so talented. Like, he really is. Like, I know. But if I don't know anything, I know sports. I know who. And the eye test, to me, it looked good. It wasn't like, okay, he averaged 25, but he really ain't that good. Nah, the eye test, the fluid, how fluid you are, is smooth. You handle the ball nice. You got a good-looking jump shot, so you can definitely go somewhere and contribute.
Yeah.
So we gotta put together. We're gonna put together a package for you, because there's no way that you gotta. Yeah, we gotta definitely continue this journey. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, obviously, you're gonna go to the next level, go to college. If we didn't play basketball, if that was out of the question, where do you got a career path or something you looking forward to doing?
I'm probably like zoology. Like I like animals, so I'll probably do something like that.
Yeah, that's cool. And they make good money too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so zoology.
Yeah.
Okay. Is who helped you with your game as far as like developing it, as you was coming up?
I'd say Chuck Kenny, because not last year, but like last summer he was working out every day this summer. So I really got a lot of stuff from him. He teach me a lot of things. So I really say Chuck Kenny, Taylor Kenny Daddy, yeah.
Chuck Kenny?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Chuck Kenny.
Shout out to Chuck Kenny.
Yeah, that's big. If he's shouting you out for, being there for him, developing his game and everything, big shout out to that, because you did a good job for us, like, getting him together. So
yeah, 25 points a game.
I know, right? Is that is that the best like aspect of your game? Is, like you said, shooting. What about the defense side? What would you rate your defense?
My defense ain't really that good. I really got to work on, sitting down, playing defense a lot. But, yeah, like my defense ain't really that good. So I really got to work on that for real.
Yeah. Well, a big part about defense is really, honestly, it's anticipating, knowing the flow of the game. Even like, you keeping one eye on your guy, but you also got to know like what's going on. as far as like anticipating where the pass gonna go or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And it's really just an effort thing.
Yeah, I'm about to
honestly,
say
we
effort.
put so much emphasis on offense. When I hooped, man, defense was, that was definitely a aspect I took pride in.
Yeah.
I hate when people score on me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. Y'all last game on February 28th was against Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
Okay, tell me about that game. I mean, because that was the last game of your career. I know it didn't go the way that you wanted it to. I'm pretty sure you definitely wanted to go state and all of that. What challenges did that team present to y'all, and what did you learn from it?
I mean, it was taller and bigger, so it was really hard. Like get rebounds and like get stops and stuff. And things like that. Crazy thing is, we played them our junior year. Same thing happened. Though. Like the same, they came out strong, big, and they just blew out their water. So,
okay, because y'all was a smaller team.
Yeah.
Like we talked about off the air. Y'all had a team really full of guards. For
Yeah.
the most part. A lot of times when you go deeper into like the playoffs and it kind of get real. You face like the teams that like. Because they undefeated. They went undefeated during the season.
Yeah, they still playing too.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a really, really good team. So, sometimes it may feel like, you could be overmatched. But, the thing about that, you just got to have a heart to go out there and just still do you.
Yeah.
You definitely played your heart out that game. But, yeah, they a bigger team is a bigger team.
Yeah, you can do nothing about it for real. So
Right. It was a game. The other day, Winton Woods went up against a team that was just bigger than them. And Winton Woods was up. They was up the first half, and then in the second half, they shut them down, and they came back. I think the team beat them by like 5 points.
damn.
You remember they was playing?
I ain't catch who they was playing. Also, like I've been kind of keeping up with Aiken too. Aiken had a really good year.
Yeah.
You been keeping up with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just advanced to the state championship.
Yeah.
So we gonna wish Aiken, best of luck, bring it home.
Shout out to Aiken for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my parents' alma mater. Both my parents went to Aiken. So.
Okay, man, alumni.
Yeah. Shout out to Aiken. I love when like, city schools have good seasons. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, they had down years too. So whenever they, come out and have a really, really good team, it just is really good for the city. So let's talk a little bit about, as far as like the season going on, as far as like NBA. We get into the stretch, down to the stretch. Playoffs about to be coming up. Who you got taking it, this year? Who your favorites? Give me like the top 3 teams who you think that's got a chance to win the championship.
I say Lakers, OKC, and Cavaliers.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
I
here's
can't
the
argue
thing
with
about
that.
the Lakers. The Lakers got talent.
Yeah. They need a big man for real. They really need a big man.
That's the problem. They need a big man, and then I don't know, man. It just seemed like they would struggle against Boston, man.
Yes, Boston.
Nah,
Boston
for
game.
sure.
Did y'all watch that Boston game?
Nah,
Last week.
Wait.
Man, Boston gave them everything. Everything. JJ Redick had to go to a zone. And
Yeah, I
everything.
seen it.
They couldn't
Yeah.
stop them.
He was mad as hell.
Yeah, he was mad as hell. Like they stopped playing man to man. They went to a zone. It was like a 1-2-1 zone or something. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I just think like certain matchups will present problems for LA. Now a team like OKC, they can play against anybody because they so good defensively.
Right.
And of course, they got the man at the 2. But overall, they just got a really good young athletic team. So I agree with you with OKC.
Yeah.
The Lakers, I don't know, man. Yeah, they're exciting to watch. What you think about the Luka deal? You like that overall?
I mean, I feel like it won a good deal because he was their best player, so I don't know why they trade the best player. But
You think Dallas was tripping?
Yeah, they was tripping. I don't know what they was doing out there.
They definitely won a good deal for Dallas.
They was tripping.
Yeah, they was definitely. Would you but if you was the GM for the Lakers, would you make that move?
Yeah.
You would get away AD?
Of course.
Yeah. For Luka, of course.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Then LeBron, he getting old, so they're gonna need somebody else. So
Yeah, man, LeBron's still playing so good. Though.
yeah, I need 40.
How long you think he can play?
I think he got at least up to 5.
I'm probably like two
2 more years.
2 to 5.
2 or 3 more years. I got 2 or
Man,
3 more
he look
years.
like he got 10 in him.
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
him
for
another
sure.
5. Because at this point, it's like I think he's gonna get bored. It's like he can't. I'm 50 years old.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
come on, man.
20
And the
years.
thing about LeBron game that's just changed so much is he can shoot now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where he got this jumper from, but man,
I mean, he getting old, so he
Right.
he got to be able to shoot now.
yeah,
For sure.
If that's a part of your game that you always got to work on and should always make the foundation, it's got to be able to shoot.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
So-
more than ever, though. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Would you say that you a better 3-point shooter or mid range? What you prefer?
3-point.
3-pointer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See that the mid range game is dead right now.
Yeah, it
Like,
is. It is.
They don't even be really.
Everybody shooting threes now. Everybody.
It's crazy. They shoot threes like it's a mid range.
3 more than
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. So,
Simple man, bro.
right. So man, that's crazy because when I was coming up, the mid range game that really separated the great players.
Yeah.
Everybody had mid range back then. Jordan, Kobe.
That's because them
Tracy
niggas ain't had no
McGrady.
threes like that. Like
Yeah.
G-Mac had a 3, like
Yeah.
Reggie Miller, but everybody ain't had a 3 like that for real.
Steph
for real.
Curry then changed basketball.
Yeah, he did.
He just hit his 4,000th three.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
just
got
said-
4,000 threes. That'd never
said
nobody
three.
would ever do that again.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna. That's really crazy.
Word.
4,000
4,000
threes.
threes,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh man, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be beat though.
Beat.
It's gonna be
Man,
beat
that
one
would
day.
never get beat.
But they got little kids. I seen an 8th grade game.
Nah, I ain't-
They was shooting out the gym, bro. Half court shots, bro. Like I don't know.
4,000 threes though. Like that's gonna be crazy to beat. Like
Yeah.
like you really gotta be a shooter to beat that. Like real.
4,000 threes?
Yeah, to
Look how
beat
they
that.
coming in the game now
Let
though.
me,
Like
let me do some math here.
they
Let's
coming
see
in the
here.
game crazy, like shooting out the gym. I feel like it's gonna get beat. I don't know.
That's
Nah.
yeah, that's 12.
Look at James Harden on him.
12,000 points just off threes.
James Harden, he right behind him. He ain't right behind him, but
Nah,
he
but,
close.
Ain't nobody
nah, he ain't
close.
been that though. He ain't been that.
Ain't nobody closer.
James
Curry.
Harden ain't been that.
Yeah, he close, but he next up for sure. James Harden,
Cavaliers got a good team too.
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Cavaliers.
for sure.
But I just think I don't know. I think when the smoke clears, I think Boston gonna be right there.
Austin.
Yeah, Boston, man. They
Boston
just,
versus Cavs. Like what's it
yeah,
called?
in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good matchup.
But I feel like Donovan Mitchell should be in the MVP race.
No, I think it's a complete team effort.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
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 I feel
yeah.
you. But, yeah,
Definitely.
I feel like it's a team thing for real. Like over
It
there.
is.
They
though.
got a really good team. They
Yeah.
ain't really got a standout player. But we'll come right back and then we'll get into some more. So stay tuned. We'll be right back at a commercial break.
Being on stage, man, you gonna be late to your own funeral, man. And quit drinking, man. You spilling shit. And Rick Ross 2.0, man. Tired of it. I'm sick of it, man. Did you spray your beard on enough?
You smell like fried food, bruh.
Man, it's your boy, Funny Man Graham, man.
OG played.
Me and my boy OG played it, man. Y'all gonna see a lot of content, a lot of new stuff coming up, man. Shout out to Network in Cincinnati, man. We
Y'all
grinding.
in trouble. I got moonshine by the quarter gallon, 200.
Stop drinking, y'all.
Hold up. My bad. Shout out Network in Cincinnati. When that app come out, moving that shit like a dope house.
This nigga late at doing everything. Like,
I'm here with my co-host Reese Robinson and Jameer Davis. Okay, so let's talk about some recent events that just happened in the world of sports. NFL offseason is on fire right now with transactions. You got Devontae Adams just went to the Rams.
It was a waste of time in New York, for real, for real.
And then who else? Cooper Kupp went to the Seahawks along with Sam Darnold. That was I think that was a good pickup. Geno Smith, he went to the Raiders, so he's gonna reunite with Pete Carroll. That's his first year over there in Vegas. The Bengals work. I don't know right now as we shooting if they finalize the deal, but I know they intensely working on the deal with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. So it's looking like they may be getting that done, so we can possibly be able to keep both of them. So that's really big.
Man, they could keep them, but like, man, what we gonna do about this defense, man?
I know, because they might lose. I know Hubbard just retired, and then they might lose. They can't lose Hendrickson. They can't lose him, so they might lose Hendrickson as well. You a Bengals fan? You keep up with the Bengals a lot, or you know?
I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm a Bengals fan, but like they in the city, so I'm a support. But I ain't no biggest fan for
Who
real.
your team?
I don't. I'll probably say 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
So
They
who
just-
you be
they
watching
just-
on Sundays?
Sundays, I don't be watching football on Sundays. I just like chilling for real.
Be hooping on Sundays.
Yeah, we hooping watching basketball stuff for real.
Where do you speaking of that? Where do you be going to like open gyms or just going to hoop around the city? Where you be hooping at?
I don't really be going nowhere for real. I'll be like standing, like going to the school for real, like getting up shots for real. I don't really be like going around open gyms and stuff because I don't really be like getting known about that. So, but like if I get known about that, I go to I pull up stuff.
Okay.
Just
I
start
might have
pulling
to-
up on them niggas and
Yeah,
smoking their
I
ass.
might have to, take you. You know, I can hoop too.
Yeah.
You know, nah, I'm for real. Bro, you better tell him, bro. I can hoop for real. He won't cook me.
Gonna put you in the blender, man.
Crazy as
This
hell.
young boy gonna put you in the blender, bro.
Man, listen, we can go hoop, and we'll film that.
Hey, I
Yeah,
got
you
my
can hoop.
cheese on J
Yeah, I
Mirror,
can
man.
hoop. I mean,
It's your knees, man. Once you get to a point, bro,
Yeah.
if he crosses out your socks, you
Man,
ain't gonna
listen.
recuperate, bro. It's gonna
Listen,
take
I
longer
know
to
I'm short,
recuperate,
but
bro.
listen, when I was your age, I was booming them. You hear me? Man, listen, I was booming them shit. Man, ask anybody about me hooping. They tell
Type
you.
shit.
Yeah.
I ain't never dunked.
Man, listen, I played above the rim.
Nah, I ain't never listened. That one never
You probably
me.
think on purpose. Like, yeah. I used to listen. I can hoop. So yeah, we go somewhere and hoop. Matter of fact, I know a lot of places where they be running that. You know what I'm saying? And they be hooping up at Woodward, LA Fitness. Well, I think it's Eastporter now. But yeah, they be hooping up there. Yeah, we'll definitely take you out and hoop and put that on film and everything. So
Yeah.
we have to set that up one day. You know what I'm saying? So what do you like to do like for your spare time? Like what's a day in the life look like, for you?
Day in life, I'll probably wake up, get on the game. I get on the game mentally. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a game man. So I be playing the game a lot.
What you doing, 2K? Man,
I be Fortnite, Call of Duty, 2K,
Okay.
NCAA, you feel me?
What you play? The PlayStation or Xbox?
PS5.
ooh, what's I about to say? Don't say Xbox, man. I ain't biased, but
Yeah,
I had an Xbox one time.
played
I was
PlayStation.
young though. I don't really like Xbox. Controller feel weird.
Yeah, for sure. You are you dating somebody or anything like that? You got a high school sweetheart or something like that?
who your bae?
You wanna shout her out or whatever?
I ain't dating nobody.
You just keeping it low key, bro. You
Yeah.
ain't got nobody.
Yeah, I'm keeping it low key.
Keep it lucky. You don't. So what's you getting ready for prom? You
Yeah,
gonna go to prom?
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to prom. I don't know. Yeah,
You gotta.
I ain't taking nobody though.
You ain't taking nobody.
Nah, I'm going myself.
We're gonna have a 20 verse one.
For sure, we got you,
We're gonna do a 20 verse one.
Hey, we got
wanna
you,
fight
for
with Jameer Love?
For sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. That's what we can do. We can do a 20 verse one.
Nah, for sure.
We got 20 girls around the city, all
Fight for
jockeying
love, too.
for
That'll be
love
the
of
topic.
Jameer.
Like, you got it, Juice, you got it.
Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, this is a very important time in your life. This is your senior year of high school.
Yeah.
This, man, I wish I could rewind the clock to get back to your age.
Man.
I promise I could, but yeah, it's a lot to look forward to. Your high school career winding down, and your journey just going to be beginning. So, with that being said, it's the sky's the limit. I mean, it really is.
For sure.
Even if if a scholarship doesn't come through or you don't get any offers or anything like that, I'm pretty sure you will be able to walk on wherever you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got game. Like you got serious game, and it's crazy to me how much politics be into that.
Nah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? It'd be like a lot of politics that be into like as far as like recruiting and things like that.
Yeah.
Like it'd be somebody that get 5 stars too, where a 2-star will eat him up, pause on the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of politics to go into that. Did you play AAU at all?
Yeah, I play AAU.
Okay.
Played AAU last year. I play AAU every year for real.
Okay. Would you what's the difference between your regular high school schedule with your team versus compared to AAU? What's the biggest difference that you noticed?
Like, what you mean, like?
As far as like it's the game. It seemed like
the
game is more
competition
structured
better
in high school.
Oh yeah. I say AAU more freestyle, like more ISO.
Okay.
And then like in college, I say college, high school is like more like sets, plays, and stuff you gotta run. So yeah, but I feel like AAU more freestyle, but everybody does what they want for real, like ISO a lot.
Got you. So for somebody who just casually watch basketball, and this is something that I always kind of talk about, is because when you're watching basketball on TV, it seems like it's just kind of freestyling, but people don't understand those be like really plays being called.
Yeah.
Is that something that y'all did a lot? Did y'all really run a lot of plays, or did y'all have the option to just do you?
A lot of nah. I mean, yeah. I mean, nah. I mean, me, like, sometimes, like if he was struggling, I just go try to get a bucket, like, or like, if he was struggling. But I mean, yeah, some plays we were running a lot, like to like get open shots and stuff. So yeah, I say we run plays. We was running plays this year.
Okay. What's your well, not what's your, but when did you know, like, okay, this is my team? Like, I'm the best on this team, so I'm about to do my thing.
I knew that off season, like when I was working.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I've really been doing that before the season even started.
Gotcha. When did you first play varsity? Did you play your junior year, sophomore year?
Sophomore.
Okay, so you made varsity sophomore year?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't make it. I was on JV, but some players I left. That's when it's like some spots I opened, so that's when I came varsity.
Okay.
Show up and show out on them.
Yeah. Nah, but sophomore year I won really good though. Like I won really, like I was like a role player for real.
Right,
like sophomore year I averaged like 8 points.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that was your first year, varsity.
Yeah.
Did y'all have the same coach?
Yeah.
The whole time you was there?
Yeah, the same coach, Coach Reggie.
Coach Reggie?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Coach Reggie, CCPA head coach. So at a certain point, Coach Reggie, did he see damn, he didn't like where he got good?
Yeah, because like I always calling and asking to get in the gym and stuff. So like he seen me get in the gym, so like he was like trusting me more. So
right, because you put the effort in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the key to it all. I mean, that's the key to life. Really, is just outworking everybody.
Yeah.
No matter what field you in, no matter what you want to do in your life, if you outwork everybody, that's gonna beat the natural gifts. So if you got the natural gifts and you outwork, then you unstoppable at that point.
Yeah, they say the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Exactly. So yeah, that's one thing that you do got going for you is that you got it sounds like you got a good work ethic. So as long as you keep that as your foundation, I think you'll be successful, in any endeavor that you get into. But I definitely want to see you on the next level for sure.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling to me. You know what I'm saying? It really is. For even if you don't get the highlights, you can look at the stats and you was the leading scorer in this area.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking at a list. He was literally the leading scorer in Southwest Ohio. So I mean, if I'm a recruiter and I'm seeing this, I'm like, okay, who is this kid? This averaging 25 points a game.
Yeah, I want to know.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
I would want to know.
Is this where the teams I was playing, the competition wasn't the best.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I guess a lot of times they take that into consideration, like who is he doing it, against? You know what I'm saying? Because it was some of those highlights I was watching. I was like, man, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like for real, it was some highlights. It was like, man, this ain't even fair. For real.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I get that, but it is what it is. You put them in front of me, I'm gonna do my thing. So,
Yeah.
Got to torture.
that's no fault of your own. I don't care who you're playing against. When you shoot that shot, it got to go in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's mind-boggling to me that they're not flooding you with offers right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna definitely put together a package for you and really get that out there. Okay, so let's talk about more. Well, I know you said off air that you don't really follow college basketball, but we got right now the conference tournaments going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my Duke Blue Devils. They just won the
For
ACC
sure.
without Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
That's big.
He's an animal, man. Cooper Flag is an animal.
You think he can win it done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's the number 1 pick in the draft. I mean, he can do it all. He can shoot. He got length, play defense. I mean, but yeah, we'll get into college and get into some predictions. Next segment, we're gonna do a quick commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Well, G. Free all my niggas.
Yo, it's AB, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to Cincinnati, Flea, and Network in Cincinnati. Go subscribe at their app, to NetCincy app, right now. Tell them AB sent you. You dig?
Today's co-host special show for me here with Jameer Davis. Okay, so yeah, let's kind of get back into. Oh well, first off, let me shout out the sponsors. First off, go download the NetCincy app on Roku TV. It's a Network Cincy app. Yeah, download that, get that on your TV, sit back and just really watch, people just from around the city, and I love it. It's giving a platform to so many different people around the city. We show love with everybody. It's literally about networking and putting people in the space to where they can be seen and heard. So definitely go download the app. You never know who you might see on there.
That's netcincy.app. It's going to pull it right up.
Yeah, netcincy.app. Okay, netcincy.app. And then follow Jameer on his handle is JAYMEARRR. So 3 R's. So Jameer with 3 R's. I'll make sure I follow you too as well.
All right.
My handle is Chris Carson 513. Reese, what's yours?
Instagram, Reese World 914. Facebook, Reese Robinson.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we got the conference championships in basketball. So March Madness start next week. Who your favorite going into the tournament, Reese? Because the tournament start, this coming week coming up. Who you got being your favorite in college to take it home?
Man, you already know, man. I like Duke, and
Sure.
I like Auburn too, though. But I like Duke more.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Alabama. I don't know.
They just lost to Florida, I believe, last night.
Florida, yep.
Yeah, Florida tough.
Florida's gonna be the next one too.
Yeah. The SEC got 14 teams going to the tournament out their conference. That's
crazy.
That's a record.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the toughest conference this year that I've ever seen in the history of college basketball. When you got 14 teams in your conference,
Yeah.
I think every team going except like 2 teams.
That's
'Cause
crazy.
they only got 16 teams in the conference.
Right. 14 coming
Yeah,
from
14 going to the tournament. But yeah, I like Auburn. Duke, obviously, I'm gonna say they my favorite because I'm a little biased with them. But you got Auburn. I would look out for these teams because I know a lot of people got the brackets and everything that they're gonna start doing. Also, if you do bet on sports, this is a really good time to get some easy money. Only thing, like if you want to do a parlay, you can do a money line parlay. You know what I'm saying? Where you can do like, you got a lot of like 1 versus 16 seed games is coming up. So you can parlay like the first and second round and just do money line. You don't got to do no point spread. Get you like a 10, 15 team money line parlay. Typically the higher seed should win. So it's pretty much like a bracket, but it's a parlay. So this is a really, really good time of year to bet on sports. As far as like March Madness, you can really win some good money. Hit me up on my DM if you want some thoughts or some picks or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I would look out for Auburn, Duke, pay close attention to St. John's. St. John's got a really good team under Rick Pitino.
Nah, for sure.
They having a really. He done brought that team from the dead.
Nah.
Wherever Rick Pitino go, he just worked, wonders with the team.
I had to tap in too. I ain't realize they was
St.
trying
John's
like
got
that.
a good team. I like Tennessee as well.
Number one defense.
Yeah, I like Tennessee. They play really good defense. So Auburn, Duke. I like St. John's, Tennessee. Trying to see who else would be my favorites. Those would probably be the top teams that I think would probably be there. When the smoke clear, is those four there. So, since this is the last segment, kind of put the other. Another thing. Quick thoughts, real fast on the Tank Davis fight.
I was about to say that. Yeah,
I know y'all be on me about my boxing.
Nah,
I don't
for
talk
sure.
about boxing enough.
For sure.
Did y'all watch the fight? Did y'all watch the Tank Davis fight?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't watching, but I seen it on TikTok. I seen all the highlights and stuff on TikTok.
Right. They say a lot of people think he lost.
And he lost, man.
You think he lost?
He lost.
What about? What do you think that should have been a knockdown?
It definitely should have counted as a knockdown.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was a knockdown for real.
Nah, that
It's
should
the
have been.
rule,
A
but
knockdown.
it's what the rules say though. If
I mean,
you put
the
your hand
rules.
down,
I mean, the rules is the rules, but
it's an 8 count.
Well, that was me. I ain't think that's a knockdown.
Right, because he didn't even hit it. He just had something in his eye. You like,
Yeah.
But why he just ain't? Why would you take a knee? Like, you
Just-
and he a
yeah.
boxer, but if I
I mean, he
take
probably
a knee,
couldn't see. I mean, he probably couldn't see, so he took a knee to probably get a towel, wipe his eyes off, come back.
right.
well, they Lamar Roach, he sued him. They sued him anyway, and they still ain't overturn it.
Right,
so,
right.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
take a knee, bro. That's a standard 8. I don't. It's just
Right.
like, come on, it's the rules. Like,
Yeah.
that's
But
just,
you know what though? A lot of times when you've been so successful, you lose that fire and that drive. Like I don't think he really went as hard training for this fight or took it as serious as he used to with his fights earlier in his career. But this right here woke him up. That was
you
a
gotta
wake up
think
call.
too. Like his bigger fights, a lot of people came down.
Right.
And they was looking like skeletons, and then they couldn't hydrate. Like Lamar
Right.
Roach went up in weight,
Yeah.
and he actually looked. He
Yeah.
looked like the bigger dude. Like so, round 6, it was a chance. Tank had a chance to get on the bike. He never did it.
Right,
Then Brody,
right.
Yeah.
he staggered him. Like you ain't seen Tank get hit like that before, man.
Nope. Yeah. I think I think the rematch is that's gonna be must see TV. That might be one of the biggest fights of the year.
Nah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Rematch. I got that.
Look, my money. Listen, after he took Tank best shot, I'm like, yeah, Brody, he got this fight, man. I feel like he was robbed, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. I just think and to beat the champ, you got to really beat the champ though. So
Yeah.
anytime
Nah,
for sure,
it's close,
for sure.
They gonna give it a draw or whatever the case. It's got to be like really like okay, ain't no way I lost that fight. So I'm looking forward to the rematch. I think if it's close like that again, they may give it to Roach on the. It was definitely a good fight.
Yeah, I'm cool with the draw. I really felt like if he would have took the knee, if they would have counted that, he would have lost. But by round 6, I kind of really gave it to all the Tank.
Right.
And then I felt like the rest of the fight, it was all Roach. So I'm cool with the draw.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. So what's your okay? So we got prom coming up. Any plans for like the summer or anything you're looking forward to? In the next couple months.
I'm gonna be in graduation, but
Okay.
after that, just keep working hard for it.
Okay.
Get in the gym, work on that D.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be watching your journey closer and stay tapping in with you, man, to make sure everything on the up and up with you. I'm definitely rooting for you, and we really appreciate you coming on the show. That's really what this show is about. Is I want to get this show to where like all the top high school players and even like professional athletes just in general in this
Yeah.
area, to where like they see me walk into like a gym, they know like, okay, he here to see somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is really y'all platform, you know. So, you know, you one of the, you know, first guests that's been on here, but just you'll see as it evolved to where like you'll be like, yeah, I was the, you know, second, you know, person to ever come on the show.
Yeah.
You know, we had one kid, Darren Stewart, was the first. He's a defensive end for Mount Healthy.
Yeah.
He just graduated as well. But yeah, this is what the show is about. This is what the foundation is, bringing on athletes and, you know, giving them they power hour to shine and, you know, kind of get to know you a little bit more. So yeah, we definitely appreciate you know, you coming on.
Yeah.
You got something, Reese?
Oh, yeah, I just want to let y'all know too. It was a little miscommunication, but it's Net Cincy App Network for to download the app on Roku.
Okay. Net Cincy App Network.
Net Cincy App Network.
Okay. Net Cincy App Network. All you really got to do is just, by the time you type in Net Cincy, it's already gonna pop up. It's gonna be a big mic, and so you'll see it. You know, go ahead and download that. You know, we really just the goal is to get the whole city, you know, to have the app downloaded. The whole city.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what we gonna do. But yeah, we gonna wrap it up here. Any final words, Shamir, you want to kind of say or anything like that? Like I said, we definitely appreciate you coming on, man. And you know, I'm gonna follow you and, you know, follow your journey.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really got nothing to say.
Any shout outs?
Shout out. I mean, shout out my family for it. Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
I'm gonna keep it real. When y'all see him in the open gym, man, he gonna be scorching y'all, man. Be ready for it, man.
For sure. I remember when I used to hoop, I went to Cincinnati State. They had an open gym. I was up there clowning with like some of them players that had scholarships and all that. I just came in and hooped with them.
Yeah.
I did my thing.
Now, we used to play football with the football players every Sunday. Like they'd come down and play with us.
Okay. I ain't no Cincinnati State purpose. Cincinnati State don't got no football team.
I'm at UC. My bad. My bad. I'm at UC. Man, I ain't going no Cincinnati State. UC.
Right. Well, all right, y'all. We had a ball, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back, you know, week after week, you know, with bangers. We got you know, a couple athletes that we're gonna be interviewing next episode. So, you know, stay with us, and we appreciate y'all watching. And we out of here.
Safe and sound.
We outside, we moving out in traffic. I keep a ratchet, but she gon' do you nasty. I'm from the natty, bitch, fuck your baby daddy. I'm from the natty, bitch, fuck your baby daddy. I'm from the natty, bitch, fuck your baby daddy. I keep a ratchet, but she gon' do you nasty. I'm from the natty, bitch, fuck your baby daddy.
Who you know with illa flows? Some models on pigeon toe, like Cheerios, Cinnabon, counted up, hit the road, business on, poolside in a robe, sipping slow, heater on, it's a stove, keep a knocking, I wipe a nigga nose. Betty caught my phone, tell me dinner cold, niggas broke, jeez.